Okay, wait. Do I intro now? Has it been 10 seconds?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it has been 10 seconds, but like, I didn't know. I guess we could start now. Hi, this is the gaming cast of the Angry Gamer cast where we cast games. This is Cast and I'm Game. Welcome. Is that what you wanted? Is that the intro you wanted? I'm not kidding. I actually just, like, I wasn't counting. Like, I lost count. But this is the intro. We've already started the episode. Let's keep running this train into the ground. Happy new. Happy. You okay over there?
Oh my god.
Are you okay over
Yeah, I'm
there?
fine. I'm fine. Yeah.
This is a
Oh my
mess.
god.
Are you okay? Are you laughing or coughing? Are you dying?
I'm laughing, but I'm laughing so hard
Oh,
that I'm like
oh,
I'm not breathing.
great start. Great start of the episode. We just
Oh my god.
happy happy January the 4th. 4 days after New Year's is usually when like people realize they regretted what they did during New Year's. Um, Hopefully you didn't regret anything and we didn't either. Here at Angry Gamers, we have the utmost uh responsibility to be stupid. So if you don't know already, as Weird Al says, you just always dare to be stupid because there's always
You're
somebody stupider than you.
you're
What?
yep.
What? Oh, I thought you were saying you're. I'm like, you're what? I thought you were gonna be like your mom. Totally misheard that. Sorry.
You're
Oh man. Okay, so like for today's episode, I got some notes. All right, I got a notebook.
mm-hmm.
I got a notebook. I got some notes for today. All right. Let me go to the. All right. So it says here in my notes
Is most of your
that I need.
notes saying my butt?
No. Like I got legit notes here. So
Oh, okay. Okay.
uh, looks like I gotta buy milk. I gotta buy eggs, and
What's
apparently
your
I'm missing
grocery
like
list?
ice cream. I didn't say like the notes were about the show. I just said that I have notes, dude. Like, relax. Wait, you don't want me to read my grocery list on on the Let's Play? I thought the show had integrity. I can't read my fucking groceries on this Let's Play of Horizon Zero Dawn. Sorry, I forgot to say that in the intro. We're playing Horizon Zero. Wait, no, is that's the name of the game, right? Wait, hold up. That's the name of the game, right? Am I am I saying the name right?
Yes.
Okay. Yo, tell me how like I forgot. I didn't. For some reason, when I was saying the name of the game, I thought the name of the game was something else. But it's Horizon
Oh,
Zero
okay.
Dawn, right? It is.
Yes.
It is, right?
Yes. It is Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay. I thought for some reason it was like
It's not Forza
Celtic.
Horizon.
I thought it was like Celtic something for some reason in my brain. Like I was like about to say Celtic.
Celtic.
Well, I guess I'm throwing. Well, this list is going on. This list is gone because apparently I'm not allowed to read my groceries on my Let's Play.
No, you're not.
So I just tore my list up. I tore up my notes. I hope you heard that on the audio.
Well, the thing is, if you throw out your notes, now you don't know what to get for groceries. So who's hurting here?
Oh,
You or me?
I mean, look, be honest, man. You like be 100% with me.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you have a list, when you go to the supermarket, you still end up buying a lot of stupid shit. So like,
No,
let's
me.
be real,
I'm
right?
100. I 100% stick to the list. To the point where if it's not on the list, I don't buy it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. All right. Fair enough. Every time I go, I always buy something stupid.
Well, the thing is that
Like,
you're buying for yourself. Like I normally I'm buying for 3, so I have to stick to the list.
We can mourn her knowing the truth without painful uncertainty.
Fair enough.
It's hard to imagine where we'd be without you.
But that also puts me in a position like where I'm buying some things to eat that I don't really need. Like
That's true. Yeah.
I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I bought like bulgogi like sauce, and I've only ever used it once, like 2 months ago, and I haven't used it since. It's just sitting there. I like don't have anywhere to use it, and every time I make beef, I don't want to use it because I'm like I want to make the different kind of beef, and then I go out and I eat
bulgogi sauce.
Yeah, it's like that, like Korean bulgogi. There's like it's like Korean, it's like sweet, like Korean sweet sauce or something.
Okay.
And they use it with beef. But like, not only do I not use it, I sometimes go out and I end up eating like
Stuff with
bulgogi at a restaurant. And then I come back and I have the sauce in my house. I'm like, why didn't I just make this at home? Like, really dumb shit.
That
Consider
is, that happens to me. That actually does happen to me a lot. Where like I'll have something at my house that I could easily just make, but then I end up going out and eating the same thing that's at my house that I could make, just out somewhere.
My father was very
like when it comes to sauces like that, I like tend to not be able to use it as much. But everything else, like I do this thing at the end of the month where I'm like, the last week I cannot buy any groceries or anything until I empty everything in my kitchen. Like I have to eat everything. So I end up making weird things together. Like I made like a crackers and fried chicken dish once that like just made no sense.
Crackers and fried chicken.
What you're saying echoes whispers.
Yeah, because I had chicken and I had crackers, and I just made the fried chicken, and the side was saltine crackers. that's what I had left, and I'm like,
you should have taken the fried chicken before you cooked it. You should have crushed the saltine crackers on top of it as a breading.
It doesn't work. I tried it. It was a really bad idea. I did it the day before, and it didn't work.
Man.
It just was really bad. It was like it wasn't that it didn't taste good. It was that the crackers just vanished. Like they don't have like the consistency of bread. They just vanished. Yeah. Like they were just gone.
Oh my god. They just fried away.
Yeah.
What is this?
I made a lot of dumb shit.
I'm gonna go there.
So like this is an interesting world where like no one seems to know, like, I guess maybe because it's just the way the story's playing out, but it doesn't seem to be like, hey, here's a song from this thing, or here's a song from that thing, or like they're not playing like their tribal songs and like sharing it with each other or whatever. Like that seems like very odd to me.
Oh, like specific musics to the area?
Well, I wouldn't say like the game. I would say like in the world of this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
People aren't like, oh man, I just made like this good song to sing on the campfire, and they start singing it and stuff. Like I don't, unless there's like the festival thing. I think we were seeing in the intro or whatever. Like you don't really see that like just happening, like music stuff. Like normally in tribes, you there's usually like a music player or like a gesture or like whatever. There's always like some kind of music playing, especially around like chiefs or higher up people, because they always want to listen to like entertainment and stuff. But I haven't seen any like real semblance of like entertainers and shit.
Yeah, I don't know if this, maybe it's because we're moving around so fast that we haven't been able to see that. But I don't, from my recollection, I don't think that's a thing in this one, in this game.
Okay, this is gonna be really random and like a huge like whiplash turn, but is there a Star Wars game called like terracotta pie or something like that. Like, am I misremembering that?
What? A Star Wars
There's like a
game
Star
called
Wars.
Terracotta Pie?
I don't wait. Probably not terracotta pie, but it's like terracotta something.
I don't remember a game like that. No.
Stocking up.
I think it was like a fighting game or something. It's like Masters of Terracotta or something like that. It's just came up in my head all of a sudden, and like it's bothering the heck out of me because I'm like, I know it wasn't. Ooh, jeez, wow. You're pulling a Grand Theft Auto where you just move in a straight line regardless of what the obstacles are. You ever done that?
Yes.
I think especially in Oblivion, you do that. You're like, I don't care if there's a mountain in the way. I'm going straight through. And you do that thing where you spam.
I love that in
do mountain climbing and
Skyrim.
stuff.
When you have your horse in Skyrim, and you just climb straight up the mountain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You would think by this point they would integrate it into like an athletics skill or something, like mountain climbing. Like,
yeah, I think Legend of Zelda, like Breath of the Wild was maybe like the first game that made that a thing.
well, I can't count Legend of Zelda specifically just because like the RPG elements are a little different. Because I feel like with Zelda that mechanic has already been in the game in like different ways already. Like there's been a lot of climbing aspects, right? Where you climb up, like when you're climbing up like Mount.
Yeah, but the climbing and a lot of climbing. Oh Jesus. Okay.
Because like the thing that bugs me about the Elder Scrolls is that they are like, they're way far ahead in like how many games they're in, right? Like you got Morrowind, you got Elder Scrolls Arena, you got all these Elder Scrolls games, and they still have.
How many Zelda games there are?
And a lot of them have mountain climbing.
No, not all of them. Not actually.
But a lot of them do.
No.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, the only one that had actual mountain climbing was Breath of the Wild.
What are you talking about? Oracle of Ages has it. You can climb mountains and stuff. I'm not saying like super in depth like mountain climbing like mechanical like techniques or something, but like the concept of mountain climbing is there, right? Like you going up a mountain through a trail or like climbing with your little hands or whatever, right? Like that's like implied. The thing that doesn't vibe well with me about like Oblivion or like Skyrim is that when you see a mountain, you do a little Skippy Hop to go up a mountain. It's like not like your character doesn't do the thing where it recognizes that they're going up a mountain and like try to climb it in that way. You know what I mean? Like the platforming, that's what I'm trying to say. There we go. There's like no platforming aspect to the mountain climbing.
Okay. I get what you mean now.
Yeah. It just seems very like backwards because there's so many complex mechanics in those games, but they're like mountain climbing? Nah, we don't need that. Skyrim's full of mountains? No, we don't need mountain climbing. Nope. No need.
Yeah, I get what you mean now, because like it doesn't really have like Zelda didn't have the exact mountain climbing. I thought you were talking about like actual mountain climbing, not just you know, the notion of it.
Yeah, because I see what you mean, like where that difference is. Because like in Breath of the Wild, it's like a legit like full mechanic thing in the game that's a feature, right?
But you know the thing is though is that because okay, put it like this: you have a game like Zelda, like the original Zeldas, like older Zeldas, right? Where excuse me, the trail is very like sectioned. You know, you only have a specific part to move through.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where Breath of the Wild, what changed, you know, dramatically was you're no longer in just a small section. You have...
It's an open world, right?
It's an open world. where Skyrim, Oblivion, Morrowind have always been open world.
And that's the thing that bugs me, right? Because you you have had games in an open world for such a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and at no point did you think in this like mythic type of world with like dragons and like fields and all this stuff, you didn't think like, oh, there's always mountains everywhere and you always have to go up and down the trails, but people seem to do a little skippy hop because like you can do it in Oblivion too. You can skippy hop like all over the freaking mountains and shit and get over stuff, but like they never thought like, oh, maybe we should put that into like a mechanic that is connected to like your athletic skill or something. Like
Right.
it just seems very odd to me that that was never implemented, right? Like because there's other RPGs that have it, I think. Not just Breath of the Wild, but there's other open world games where like there's some sort of like platforming involved in the mountain climbing.
Right. I don't know. I guess maybe they just never fully thought of it, or maybe their engine doesn't doesn't handle it well. Maybe they have tried to do it, but the engine that they use is not that great for it.
You know, now that you say engines, I can totally understand why that wouldn't work. Because they've been working on an old, like, spaghetti engine for a while. And, like, you know, when you play, like, Fallout, you can really see it at play, at how it breaks a lot. Because Skyrim is not Skyrim's glitchy, but it's not, like, super duper glitchy, right? And the ways you can break the game have to do with, like, the leveling and, like, those, you know, like, mechanics and stuff like that. If you play, like, Fallout, it's still working on, like, the same engine. Fallout 3 is a buggy ass game. It breaks all the fucking time. Like it's like the worst. And when you play New Vegas, it's super improved and the game is actually way better. Like I'm honestly willing to say it's better than like Skyrim as far as mechanics go.
Yeah, but
it's still really really buggy.
Did New Vegas use the same exact engine?
Yeah.
Because it was a different studio that made it.
They still piggybacked on the same engine.
Okay.
Yeah, like it was kind of like a hybrid built on top of the engine that was already on Fallout 3, which is already the same infrastructure that Skyrim uses. And like it was less buggy, but it was still really fucking buggy. And you also have to consider like they made New Vegas in like less than a year, which is like even crazier.
Well, yeah, and that goes to show, I guess that goes to show just the development team, the difference in the development teams, because
absolutely, because Fallout 3,
Obsidian.
Yo, yeah, Obsidian, because they make the Outer Worlds, which is also a really good game.
Yeah,
and they also made Pillars of Eternity, which is like a really really complicated good game. And we talked about it before, but it's like if you play D&D, you would probably love it.
Yeah. I think I've seen Pillars of Eternity. Actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken,
there's a sequel to it now.
Yeah, I think in the sequel, so you know how I was talking about, like the show that I watch, Critical Role, that's a D&D show.
Yeah.
Like all the voice actors, I think they played a version of their characters in Pillars of Eternity.
Oh wow! So I guess it's so good. Because the character creation is so complex that you can like, you could probably make your character sheet into the game, especially in 2. Because I haven't played 2. 1 is free if you have Xbox, whatever. But I also got it free on Epic Games because they had it for free for like a week, so I could like just bought it then. So you probably already have it, but like, it's still like fantastic game. It's like so deep, like, in how it like puts you in the game and like actually considers your character in every single piece of dialogue that you have to have with anybody. Like your background really determines a lot of things that happens with the story.
That's pretty cool. I do like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, Pillars of Eternity 2. There is a Critical Role pack that you can download, and it adds the voice sets and characters for Vox Machina, which was the first campaign. of the characters.
Oh wow. Also, like the voice acting's really good. Like I was really impressed by that. So like I can imagine with those voice packs it would probably add to the experience. But there is one thing that really bugged me in the beginning of the game. I don't know why, but like the soundtrack, like okay, so like you start your game and the volume for everything's like in the same level, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's on the same level when you start the game, but for some reason the soundtrack is like way louder than anything else. So in the beginning of the game, you're trying to hear the dialogue over like the loud ass fucking music. You're like, I can't hear
Dude,
you over the
you know-
soundtrack.
You know what the thing is though, is that's how it is for a lot of games. Like when I start games lately, the soundtrack is so loud.
Yeah, like I have to turn the volume down on it. Like by default,
Mhm.
I turn it down a few digits from the voices and the sounds.
Dude, I turn it down to like 30% on most of my games.
Oh wow.
Because like,
'Cause I
music is a background thing. It's not like, it's not a major thing that
it depends on the game
listen
for
to.
me though, because I will say like, if I'm playing like the Last Order, like Jedi Last Order, whatever, like Star Wars, the soundtrack adds to it depending on the mood, and I feel like I have to have that at a certain volume so that it syncs up with the action and stuff. So I don't know. I think it depends on the game. But like if I'm playing like I don't know, like Pokemon and shit, like I'm probably not gonna. It's not gonna really matter that much.
Where you hear the same thing over and over again. Dun dun.
Yeah,
dun,
yeah.
dun.
Dun, 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 dun. It gets a little grating after a while. That's a game I can play with the volume down.
Yeah.
Braves were crafting ammunition here.
Like I can play that with the volume down. I could probably play Street Fighter with the volume down. But despite Tekken also being a fighting game, I like playing Tekken with the volume up, like with the music, because that music's like fire, man. That music's like fucking fire.
Looks like Sona and
What games do you usually play like with no music on, or like what games can you play without having to have the volume up?
Oh, you mean adjusting the volume or without adjusting
Or like
the volume?
like
'Cause
let's
I
say
adjust the
you
volume for
want to
mostly all my games.
let's say you want to play a game, but also you want to listen to a podcast. Like what's the type of game that you can do that with?
Oh, I don't know actually.
Oh snap! You might not. Maybe you're not the type to do that.
Yeah, I've never actually done that. And actually, now that I think about it, the times that I've tried to do that, I normally turn one of them off because I either really want to pay attention to the podcast or I want to pay attention to the game.
she could be close.
Mm.
And so,
Because like there's a lot of fighting games that I can just have stuff in the background and like play it. Like obviously like League, even Tekken, Street Fighter. Like a lot of fighting games are the same way. Like I can just like I don't need the volume, even though I like it. But if I'm playing like Control, which is like that I guess semi horror game that I play, like
yeah.
I turn off all of like I have all these screens. I turn off all of my screens, all the sound. I turn off everything. I even turn off like the notifications on my phone. Like that's how much I want to concentrate on the game. Like I tune out for like 3 hours and I just play it. I bet you wish you could hit him like that.
I know. I
That
do.
precision.
'Cause I miss almost all like I think I miss like
Come back to
70%
game.
of my shots.
You come back to the game, there's like just like arrows all over the floor, and the enemy's just like looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
More, and that sawtooth would have torn you apart.
Half a heartbeat more, and I would have killed it myself.
Yeah.
So you're
But yeah, no, I
Lord
don't
Chief
think I
Sona?
can. Like, there's
Varl asked me to
because
find you.
some of the
Does he help
podcasts that
you?
I listen to
He has.
are
I saw him kill a corrupted machine himself.
they're not like background noise for me.
Our tribe needs strength.
Are they also
So-
visual? Are they like vidcasts?
Yeah,
I've tracked some of the
yeah.
killers who
Oh.
struck the proving. I
or they
crave
can be,
vengeance.
like
Do
they
you?
have that option.
You have no idea.
But
Show me that.
my problem is that when I
Lend me your
focus on one thing versus another, I tend to tune out the other. So if I'm, let's say I'm playing the game and I'm listening to a podcast, so when I start playing the game and I'm really focused on the game,
I know
um,
them. I killed one of those
like my ears kind of turn off to the podcast. So
I see.
So, for instance, and to kind of give an example of what happens when I do the opposite, when I'm focusing, when me and you are, doing this, I'm focusing on you more than I am the game, which is why I'm probably so horrible at this game.
Oh shit, we're on
Because
time. Oh my god. Oh shit. I didn't even realize, like, I didn't notice until you said hit the save point. I'm like, oh, whoa. Like, we're super on time.
yeah. So, with that, we can pick
Yeah.
up this conversation next time on Angry Gamers.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Bye, y'all.